Hello and welcome. These visuals that you're seeing on my screen right now are of a clash that broke out between two groups of chaat vendors in a busy marketplace in Bagpat region of Uttar Pradesh. The fight ensued over the issue of attracting customers to their respective stalls and was captured on camera by a local bystander. The video went viral and social media started poking fun by using the hashtag Pauri Ho Rahi Hai. Now, even as you and I enjoyed this high drama which seemed like a scene straight out of a Bollywood blockbuster, the real issue at the heart of this fight, which was economic distress, was completely missed. Consider this: why were these people fighting? What were they fighting for? According to one report by India Spend, with rising inflation and shrinking incomes, millions of Indian households have been forced to dip into their savings and cut down on their food expenditure.
पब्लिक बहुत परेशान है। हम लोगों के पास जो सेविंग थी वो सब ख़त्म हो चुकी है पिछले लॉकडाउन में। अब इस लॉकडाउन में वापस से लॉकडाउन हुआ, खाने के लिए पैसे आए नहीं, दोस्तों से उधार लेना पड़ रहा है और स्कूल से फीस के लिए घड़ी घड़ी फ़ोन आते हैं।
हस्बैंड एक काम करते हैं ड्राइविंग का, उनका भी कुछ ऐसा फिक्स नहीं है, जब भी ड्यूटी मिला जा रहे और घर पे ही रह रहे। तो महंगाई इतना हो गया कि कुछ भी कम नहीं है। बाजी भी कुछ भी लेने को जाएगा तो और महंगाई हो रही है। कांदा पहले 16 रुपये था, अभी 25 हो गया। क्या खाने का और क्या ये करने का टेंशन आ रहा है।
So everybody is quite stressed out in terms of income because either work has stopped or incomes have stopped or both have happened and people's savings have come down. Unorganized sector that has been hit very hard because on the one hand they've lost employment and income, on the other hand they're having to pay more for everything. So for instance, vegetable prices and food prices have shot up because transport costs have gone up.
Now, in Madhya Pradesh, a recent survey has revealed that for the first time in 7 years, every single household has registered an average drop of Rs 405 in their monthly incomes. What more, even the Oxfam study report, which was released in January this year, clearly showed soon after the lockdown, 24% of India's population, which is 32 crore people, had an income of less than Rs 3,000 per month. Whereas in the same corresponding period, 11 business houses grew so much that today if they were to take on the responsibility of the entire Manrega budget, they could do this for the next 10 years.
किसी में पैसे नहीं है तो क्या खर्चा करेंगे। जो लास्ट टाइम लॉकडाउन हुआ उसमें जो सेविंग की थी मैंने वो सब खत्म हो चुकी है।
According to economist Jayati Ghosh, this inflation is a result of supply chain bottlenecks, but more importantly, because of the higher taxes on fuels.
So we have this twin problem of, on the one hand, prices going up, that's the inflation that the consumer faces, which in wholesale price terms has gone above 10%, and in consumer price index terms has gone above 5%. So that's hurting the people. What the government needed to do was to actually cut down taxes on petroleum goods. But instead what has happened is, because the government's revenues are stressed, it is using the petroleum goods as a cash cow to raise more funds.
Now, we all know petrol has crossed the 100 mark in several states and LPG gas cylinders have become costlier by 125 rupees.
पहले हम लोग 20 रुपये किलो लाते थे, अभी आज 60 रुपये किलो ला रहे हैं। कहाँ से सस्ता बेचेंगे? पब्लिक तो एक तो है ही नहीं है। पब्लिक सब लोग काम धंधा नहीं है, इसकी वजह से पब्लिक आ रही नहीं मार्केट में। जो 1-1 किलो ले रहे थे आजकल 5-5 किलो खा रहे हैं।
It's not just the prices of petrol that are scalding the common man. Even the prices of oil, tea and dal have registered a double-digit growth in the last 1 year. So where does that leave the common man? At the crossroads of survival and desperation. जिए तो कैसे जिए?